Hello, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of Scott Sports 101. I'm Scott Trella. Well, it's a brand new week. We're back to our original format now that the NBA Finals are over, and unfortunately, it was disappointing with the Cavs getting swept, and we're going to recap, and we're going to talk about a little bit about the NBA Finals, and we're going to talk about LeBron James, and if we have time, we'll talk about MLB baseball, but first, here is today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. What pitcher holds the record for the most complete games? What pitcher holds the record for the most complete games in an NBA career? And I'll have the answer later on the broadcast. Well, we all know that now with the season being over, LeBron James goes into free agency. And I felt it was disappointing that we did lose the NBA Finals, but from game one, from the get-go, I feel if we'd have won game one, this series would have been different. But so a lot of people are blaming LeBron for losing game one, and he does not. He's able to control his emotions and not lose his temper. But he got mad after the loss of game one, and he punched his hand on the wall, and he ended up breaking his hand. His hand swollen up and was still playing the other three games, but even though, despite his 30-point scores, it wasn't enough. And I was disappointed, and I know a lot of people blame LeBron, but you can't blame LeBron for all four losses. It was the team in general, and they just were not, it wasn't just not, because they had dodged, it was just not a good series, but because we got swept, and we had dodged a bullet in the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the Eastern Conference Finals, but not this series. And even though LeBron it wasn't enough, and the team was not playing up to what it should be, and I feel that even though Kevin Love did well and J.R. Smith, I just feel it could have been from the get-go, from the start of game one, and we kept seesawing back and forth, and after losing game one, people were thinking we could win game two, but that was not the case, and I think from after we lost game one and game two, I think from the get-go of that, I think we knew we were going to lose. This was not going to be a good series, and we knew we were not going to win it from the get-go. But we did. It was not. Everybody's disappointed, I know, and because if we'd have, a lot of people said we played the Rockets, we would have had a chance. But that was not the case. They ended up being without Chris Paul, and that was a factor there. But now with the season being over and LeBron going into free agency, he has not made a decision yet, and he will not until he is ready to do so. And I feel he should remain in Cleveland because he's been back the past 4 years, and he started his career with Cleveland, and I feel he should finish his career here, and I feel there's a lot more to offer in Cleveland. I mean, I could put up an offer at $200 million. But I'm going to give him the why, and that means a chance to see what kind of an offer that they can give him, that they can come up with to offer him. Because there's going to be, from all the other teams, there's going to be a lot of offers on the table. And I feel that they can make him an offer at $200 million or try to come up with something more. But I feel a lot of people feel that LeBron James are speculating that LeBron James is going to go to the Houston Rockets. But I don't know if he should go out west. I mean, the Lakers, they've got the talent, but they need to have some changes with their team, and it's not there with them. And I mean, and there's a lot of other teams you could go, like San Antonio or even Miami. Miami, Utah, you could go with them, or New Orleans, but I don't see that happening. I mean, and he could go with Philadelphia, but I mean, Philadelphia is just a little better than the Cavs, but I don't know if I see that happening. Or even Washington, they can go with them. But I don't see that happening. I don't know if I could see that happening. Or if a lot of other people could see that happening. But, the Cavs have the 8th pick in the draft. And they've got to find a player that's a hit. That is going to contribute. That is going to score for you. And the MLB and the NBA draft, is coming up in a couple of weeks at the end of this month. And my friend Matt Murphy, who was a guest on my show last Friday for my Game 4 preview, we're going to be doing some podcasting when the NBA draft rolls around. So look for that. And we're going to do another broadcast together again about LeBron James when he makes his decision, so keep a look for that. And I've got to tell you, I just feel that LeBron, I feel, should remain here in Cleveland, but a lot of people don't agree, a lot of people do agree. And whether he stays here, whether he leaves and goes to another team, I mean, that's going to be his decision. But his son is a teenager, and he also has a little girl as well. He has a daughter as well, and he's already signed him up for school. But I don't know if that's such a good idea to do that right now. Excuse me. But I mean, it was his decision to do that. But I feel with his kids being a teenager, his son being a teenager, his daughter not too far from being a teenager, that I feel he should remain here because why move? Because there's all sorts of things here. I mean, he's played here for the past where he's been back. Because and I know if he does go to another team, we won't be disappointed if he leaves this time, like we were the first time. But I feel there's a lot more to offer here, and I feel that he's been with the team now, back with the team 4 years, and I feel he should finish his career here. And I just really feel that way, and I really feel he should just remain here in Cleveland. So whether he stays or whether he goes to another team, that's going to be up to him. And a lot of people are speculating that he's going to go to the Houston Rockets, but I'm not so sure about that. I feel he should remain here. I feel like he should remain here in Cleveland. And I know a lot of people agree, and I know the media is mixed about it. They've got mixed feelings about it, the media. So we're going to have to wait and see what he does decide. But we know he's not going to make his decision right now as of yet. He's going to wait to he wants to sit down with his family and really talk this over. So we're going to have to really wait this out. And to really wait out and to see what kind of a decision he will make. So I think, I just feel though, and I'm going to say this again, that he should remain in Cleveland. Because it's hard to see. I don't know if last Friday's Game 4 of the NBA Finals, it's hard. I said that it could be LeBron's last game. But that's hard to say if that was LeBron's last game because we don't know. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens and what his decision will be when the time comes and when he makes it. So keep a lookout for another broadcast with my friend Matt Murphy on my YouTube channel, Scott Sports 101. And also for some podcasting on the NBA draft as well. And I know we're wanting to know, but we're gonna have to wait and see. So keep a lookout for that, and just keep this in mind. And LeBron has been back with the team 4 years. If he would go to another team, I don't see him going with Boston. I don't see that. And you've got to know that I think that he is They could extend his contract to a $35.6 million player option for the next season and push that to the Supermax if they intend to do that when he is 34 years old. So we've got to wait and see what is going to happen. We'll get back to this in just a sec, but it is now time for the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. What pitcher holds the record for most complete games in an NBA career? If you said Cy Young, you are correct. Cy Young pitched 749 complete games over the course of his 22-year career. Only 3 other pitchers have even started that many games: Young, Don Sutton, and Nolan Ryan. And as we know, the Cy Young Award, that was named after the late great Cy Young. The Cy Young Award is given to the pitcher who has the most pitching games in his career over the course of the season, who has pitched and got the most wins over the season. So we will find out what that will be at the end of the Major League Baseball season. Before we get back to talking about LeBron James and whether on his decision, I've plugged this a couple times on my Game 3 preview show and post-game analysis and Game 4 preview and post-game analysis. But this week, this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, June 14th, 15th, and 16th, the Adult Community Show Choir that I am with, Notoriety Show Choir, and will be performing their very special spring show, their 50th anniversary spring show, and it is entitled Celebrating 50 Years of Life Through Song. And it is June 14th, 15th, and 16th at 7 p.m. June 14th, 15th, and 16th, excuse me for the repeating, at Solon High School in the auditorium, 33600 Inwood Road, Solon, Ohio, 44139. The Thursday and Friday shows, June 14th and 15th, are at 7 p.m. And the Saturday, June 16th show, which is a matinee, is at 2 p.m. Tickets are pre-sales $10. They are $12 at the door. The seniors are $11 and $5 for children. And for tickets or more information, you can call 216-407-6707 or email. Go to our email address, notorietyshow@gmail.com. And you're going to hear a lot of great numbers from the past and new numbers and some great smolos and small groups. And I have a solo, Can You Feel the Love Tonight, from The Lion King by my idol, Sir Elton John. And you're going to see a lot of great picture slides from the past 50 years. And we're inviting 39 alumni coming to join us. And we're going to be having them come up and sing the first number of our second act. And you're just going to be in for a good treat because it's going to be a great show. And so come on out and see us, celebrating 50 years of life through song, June 14th, 15th, and 16th at Solon High School in the auditorium, 33600 Inwood Road, zip code 44139 in Solon, Ohio. So please come on out and see us. And so getting back to LeBron, we're almost out of time. So I want to get back to briefly talking about LeBron James and his decision. And if LeBron would leave to contend with another team, that I feel that team would have the favorite to win the East. If he would stay with the Cavs would have the favorite to win the East. And whatever team he goes with, that's the team that's going to be the favorite to win the East. Or if he stays here, then they will be the favorite to win the East. That's how it's going to work. And I do feel, and I've said this a few times, so I'm going to say it one more time, and I feel that he should remain with the Cavs. And let me know what you think. Post a comment on my discussion page on my YouTube channel, Scott Sports 101. Click on my name, Scott Trella, and you'll go right into my YouTube channel and find it. Or you can go to my Scott Sports 101 email address, scottsports101@gmail.com. Well, that's just about going to wrap it up for this edition of Scott Sports 101. Always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1, I'm done.